Squid to the face! What up, it's Password Dots. Today we're going to stitch up one of the cutest, tentacliest, rock-spittingest nuisances in all of Hyrule. And we're going to do it with a couple of socks and the loose thread off your old tunic. Ain't no bones about it, let's get to work. See? Huh? It's a joke about cephalopods, huh? Baby!
I'm so hungry, I could eat an Octorok.
Ain't no time for eating, Link. This Octorok's got to be done in about 4 to 6 hours. Now I want you to grab your stuff. We're going to need 1 pair of red socks, 1 single off-white sock. We're going to need a pair of scissors. We're going to need needles. And we're going to need matching thread. You're going to need yourself some cotton stuffing, a pin cushion, and I highly suggest a scrap bin. Kindly take one of those red socks, and we're going to cut right before the heel, like so. See that? Get that out of here. We're going to need it later. But right now, we're just focusing on this little toe baby right here. And we want to make an oblong shape. We want to get these corners out of here. And I got a little trick for that, baby. Let me show you my awesome moves. Take some of those pins from your pin cushion, where we made a little wah right there at the top. And we're going to take our scissors. We're going to cut the little triangles out of this wah. And with that done, you can take your little pieces of scrap and you can put them in your scrap bin. Clean workspace, happy work face, baby! Lay your piece down, and we're gonna stuff this bad boy. This is my favorite part, and we're doing it right at the beginning. It's like Christmas! It's like early Christmas! Check this bad boy for any lumps. You wanna make sure that it's round. It can be a little lumpy if you want. You made it yourself, 'cause you're a genius, but the work's only just begun. We gotta stitch up our hole where the stuffing went. And if you never stitch a day in your life, don't worry about it. I've got you, my friend. We're gonna start threading the needle. Take one end of your thread, put it through the eye of the needle. Now take both ends of your thread, wrap it around once, twice, thrice round your needle, pull down, it knots itself. It's like magic. Alright, enough with the smoke and mirrors game. We're getting down to business. Now I showed you how to thread the needle. I showed you how easy it is. Guess what? This stitch that I'm about to teach you, also easy. Take your red thread to match your red sock. You're going to take your needle, an arm's length of thread, and I'm going to teach you the ladder stitch. Here it comes. Run your needle from side A to side B, and then up like the leg of a ladder, and then across like the rung, then up like the leg, across like the rung. It's that easy. We're going to use the ladder stitch for almost the entire project. It's going to be your friend. It's my friend. It's my mom's friend. It's everybody's friend. Anchor your stitch at the beginning just by knotting it around a couple of times. That keeps the thread from getting loose. Now we want to do that ladder up like the leg and then across like the rung. This creates an even seam for when you're sewing on the outside of the fabric, the good side, not the underside. The stretchiness of the sock is what makes it such a good fit for the ladder stitch. You don't need patterns, you don't need planning, you just stuff them and stitch them. You're as free as the Wind Waker. Unless it's the game. You have to pay for the game. We're going for the 4 swords Octorok because it's cute, it's easy to make. It's just a good time for everyone. Just like at the beginning of the stitch, at the end of the stitch you want to knot it up. Nice orb so far, it's shaping up. Now it's time to make those legs. Pull out your other red sock. We're going to take the toe of the 1 full sock, and we're going to take the ankles of the 2 socks we had left over. Get this out. We don't need it right now. We're just going to trim these off here. Just right angles. Right angles to start. Real simple. You can shape these as you go along. That's the great thing about sock dolls. It's like sculpting. You're like an artiste. You're like an artisanal bread from a Parisian bakery. You're like the artisanal dragons in Spyro. 90s kids know. 90s kids know the Spyro. Anyway, we've cut our 4 pieces. We are ready to start shaping these on our little Octorok. Which means 8, but you know, whatever. We're pinning these on first. We just want to make sure that the placement's right, the size is right. We don't want to make a bunch of mistakes that we're going to regret later. You know, we're going to be living with this for a long time. Or until we give up. You know, until we cast our dreams aside. Start taking up accounting, wondering where our artistic pursuits went, wondering, you know, where all these kids came from, where the mortgage came from. Don't be like that. Don't throw your dreams away. Just pin it to win it, baby. Now that we've pinned it, we're going to start stitching them up. We're going to go all the way around the top. It's going to be slow going, but some things take time in life, and just got to buckle down, do the work. Got to put your needle to the groove and move along. Woo! Let's do this! Stitched. Conquered. There it is. You notice we got some holes at the bottom. We're about to take care of that right now. 2 equal pieces off of our red sock here. These are going to end up being the bottoms of our little cutie tentacles. We're just going to cut out some squares. Nothing to it. Stretching them out. We're going to cut them into smaller squares. No big deal. But then, we're going to turn those squares into triangles. I'm going to have the ribs of the sock running horizontally over the triangles, because that'll match the bottom of our octo squid, Squidorok. Just cut a bunch of them. I mean, don't cut a bunch, just cut 4, because 4 is all you need. Unless you mess up, then you'll need extras. So whatever, just cut a bunch. You don't need to cut 4. You can cut as many as you want. You want triangles all around the house? Be my guest. Now let's stitch these suckers onto the bottom of these suckers. Once you've made it about 3/4 of the way through, you can go on and stuff them. You know, I don't gotta show you that part. You know it. You got this. You got it down. You know the score. You know the right C A, down C, right C A, down C. It's breezy. You know, nothing to it but to do it. And boy, does it look cute when you do it. But look at it. Look at that one leg already. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Oh yeah. Yeah, just stuff it right in there. Oh, God, it's going to look so cute. So cute. Yeah, keep stuffing it. Oh my God, it's going to be so cute. Tie each of those legs off at the end, you know, every time. Don't cheat. Don't want them running away on you. No cutting corners. Oh, I can't even handle it. I love it so much. I love it already. Anyway, let's move on. Got your off-white sock. We're going to cut the little eyepiece out of that, whatever, it's like the face. You know what I'm getting at. Started with an oval, cutting it, shaving it down to like a little figure 8. I guess not a figure 8, just an 8. Shape that on there. Looking kind of like Dig Dug. You know, not the not Dig Dug himself, but what do they call that little dude? Anyway, pin this up. I don't want it scooting around while I try and sew this thing on. Ladder stitching all the way around. Devil's really in the details on this one. You gotta take your time. This is a finishing stitch. Gotta make it look nice. Pookie. The Dig Dug thing is Pookie. Okay. Now that we've got that settled, let's start making our little suction cup mouth, rock shooter. Take a little bit of that off-white sock, wrap it around itself, and just going to trim this down to size a little bit. And that's looking about right. You know, not too long, not too short. And let's go over another basic stitch, alright? This is called the running stitch. Run your thread through side A. It's going to come out on side B. Then you're through side A again. You're just running through, baby. Zoop, zoop, zoop. I also tend to call this the dolphin stitch. You're just like a majestic porpoise up and down through the waves, through the majestic seas. This stitch is really fast to do because you just line it up and knock them down, you know? We're doing this one because this lets us stitch on the inside, and then flip it right side out again. Now I've got some stuffing inside here, lined up against the opposite edge of where I was stitching, because we want to get that nice bulby sort of shape that the Octorok has. Let's keep going, baby. We're going at it again with that running stitch. We're just going to try and keep all that stuffing in place. We want to keep that rounded shape at the top. See that? Flexing. Nice. And now we're just going to stitch it up so it's not going anywhere. Look at them little lips. Want to give them lips a little kiss. Mwah. We're back to that ladder stitch. Good old reliable. And we're going down around the front. You can be sloppy with this, because guess what? We're not going to see it. Cut a rectangle of red sock out of there. Just about the size of our little Goozle. Goozle is his mouth, by the way. I'm not sure if you understood that from the context clues. I'm cutting a little bit of rib off of there just to give a bit of seam allowance. I don't usually use a seam allowance because the sock is stretchy, but in this case, we're going to take advantage. I pinned it up. Again, don't want it sliding around. Ladder stitch it. Go all the way up the side. I'm matching the seam with my other seam. It just makes sense. Just good common sense. I really want to get that, schnoz on there right. So pinned it a little bit. Just made sure that it was center. And now let's stitch it on up. Alright, we are so close. Oh, God, I can't wait. I can't even wait. We're going to do it. We're going to get through these last couple of minutes here. So all that's left is the eyes. I wasn't sure what to do about the eyes. At first I thought about painting them on.
I can help.
I don't want your help. Get out of here. You have your own show. Go to your own show! But then I found this, well, it's like a sock. It's an umbrella sock. I mean, I guess it's called an umbrella sleeve, but it's like a sock, for umbrellas. Don't really know why you need them. I don't use them, except for sock dolls. So I'm going to cut a little strip off of this sleeve sock here. It's nice. It's got a nice shine to it. Nice texture. Feels really good for, making eyes and stuff. Get that out of here. And we're just left with this little bit. Clip that apart. Now it's doubled up, so we're just gonna take advantage of that, I think, and cut those little teardroppies out of there. Good, nice. Send the scrap to scrap. Save the not scrap for later. And there we go. Pinned them. Smart move. Classic move. And we're gonna go back to that running stitch, more or less. You're just not going to see it come out the other side or on the camera at all. There we go. So we're just being ginger with it, but I thought about hiding the stitch, but I thought that might make it harder on myself, and it looks pretty good with the visible stitch lines, like a design choice. We're like designers. Like making stuff. This is a show about making stuff. Here he comes. Oh, who is that? Who's that little boy? What's he doing? Oh, he's so goofy. Oh, he's coming to give you a little kiss. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh, look at him. He is done. He's happy. He's sad. He's happy again. Cherish this new friend we've made. We'll see you next time.
It is written, you, Link, are the hero of Corridai. Golly, I guess that's worth a kiss, huh?